Okay, gape darts are removing area. We're going to do 2 gape darts. We're going to do one into the neckline and one into the armhole. Where we're going to, and the gape dart always comes from your bust point. So when we do this gape dart, we're going to come from the bust point. You'll notice that when I'm doing my gape dart, I'm trying to find as much the point that comes from my bust point along the side of my ruler, and I'm trying to find a square area. So I'm not bringing my gape dart up here because it's not squaring off to the neckline, and I'm not bringing my gape dart here because it's not squaring off to the neckline. See how it's squaring off to the neckline? That's where I want to put it. So I'm going to do my gape dart, squaring off to the neckline, and then I'm going to move it, make it 5 millimeters wide. Okay, I'm going to put hashy lines through it. Okay, so that distance there, distance here is 5 millimeters to 0 at the bust point. And I want you to write on it, it's a gape dart, G-A-P-E-D-A-R-T. We're going to do exactly the same thing into the armhole. From the bust point into the armhole, please note where I'm doing it. I'm doing it where it's squared off to the armhole line, which means not over here because that's not squared off to the armhole. Not up here because that's not squared off, but at the end here when I come into my armhole, it is squaring off to my armhole. That's where I'm going to put it. Same deal, it's going to be 5 millimeters deep. I'm putting little hashy lines so I can see it, and I'm going to write on it gape dart, G-A-P-E-D-A-R-T. So it's a gape dart, one into the armhole, one into the neckline, squared off, so they should be squared off. Right, pretty much close to squaring off. If you don't do them where they're pretty close to squaring off, you'll find you'll get when you start to trace this off and pivot these darts out, you'll get a huge step.
What were the measurements of these?
5 mils. 5 mils to 0 at the bust point, 5 mils to 0 at the bust point.
So where do these two go? Are they from the block?
No, we just drew them in, hun.
Oh, okay.
I just got my ruler like that,
Yep.
and drew it in.
Oh.
And then made sure that it was roughly a 90 degree, where that hits the neckline, roughly 90 degree angle.
Yep.
Can you see if I put it there, that's not a 90 degree angle. Yep, okay. So yep.
Thank you.
Now we're not going to put a gape dart in our back armhole or our back neckline because our back neckline is not that low, so it shouldn't need a gape dart. But when we fit this, try it on, see how it fits your customer. If it still is gapey and big, then we put a gape dart in there. But we tend to find our back tends to sit semi-okay, and it may need one after you fit, but then that's when you put it in. You don't want to take it out and make it too small to fit the customer for a start. The most common place you need it will be at your front armhole and your front neckline, and that's only because we've lowered it and made it bigger. Alrighty, so now we can tick gape dart.